returned home and made a documentary called Invisible Children about Jacob. We knew we needed to find people who would join us in ending this war. We asked our friends to help, and they asked their friends. Together, through the generosity of thousands, we raised millions of dollars to put Jacob and hundreds of other children in school. Jolie began to mentor the students and work alongside many others to educate future leaders of peace. We went to our nation's capital to see if the people in power could help end this war.
There are three young dudes that saw a chance to do something, saw something wrong, and said, what are we going to do? And so they make a film about it. You have access and ability to do things to help people. And if you don't do it, somebody's going to die. Because there's no voice, it's not heard, it's not seen, it's invisible. They're invisible children.
And I can name right now 20 or 30 different things, causes that people are rallying around, and this just isn't one of them.
Yeah.
And this is the kids.
We don't have any enemies here. We just have apathy and indifference to overcome. And that means that everybody walks out of this room, doesn't write a letter, you're part of the problem.
We hosted a rally where tens of thousands came together to help end night commuting. We brought Jacob so he could tell his story in person.
My dear sisters and brothers, the Americans, just sleeping here will help us, because the government now will take that this is real. It should come to an end. Thanks. Thank you! Make sure that all of you guys do not underestimate the power of the letters that you wrote tonight. We will knock on senators' doors, and we will ask them what they are going to do for the children and the people in northern Uganda.
Jacob's words resonated, night commuting ended, and peace talks began. But it wasn't enough, because the child soldiers were still held hostage. So in 2007, we had another rally, and as a result of our letters, the United States appointed a senior-level diplomat to help bring the children home.
We've had a big impact. We've been able to have direct input to both delegations. Just yesterday, we signed the ceasefire, a permanent ceasefire that silences the guns. We expect to sign a final peace agreement, we hope, within a week's time.
The peace talks were succeeding like never before. However, there were some who didn't think that Joseph Kony was serious about peace.
Kony, different times, proposed peace and then just regain strength and attack. Everyone in northern Uganda had to say, stop Kony, stop him, and then solve all the problems. The simple idea to do whatever the bad leader wants is not working. And Kony proved this 5 times. How many times Kony would do the same?
Luis Moreno Ocampo is the head prosecutor of the International Criminal Court.
We cannot deny the crimes. For the last 21 years, Kony is abducting children, transforming them in monsters. And we interviewed a guy, 16 years old boy. He told us, look, I was abducted when I was 9. My older brother of 12 tried to stop them because I was very young, and they killed my brother in front of me. From those days, I did whatever they asked me. I dropped a baby to a river because the mother was not walking fast enough. I burned a family in Barlonia. I killed people. And they transformed this beautiful guy in a monster. And of course, something cannot return. Something cannot go back to a normal life.
The ICC is a new type of court established in 2002 to punish the worst criminals in the world. And Joseph Kony is the first man wanted for trial on account of war crimes.
Something interesting, we're not just a court. We're a global criminal justice system. Whoever commits genocide, whoever commits crimes against humanity will be punished. That's the main idea. And Kony is the first guy indicted by the ICC. These guys are committing crimes as a normal way to get power. Allowing Kony to regain forces will be painful, painful, painful.
In April 2008, we got the triumphant call. Kony had accepted the agreement, and within days he would sign for peace. The mood in northern Uganda was full of hope.
Peace in northern Uganda is just a few steps ahead, and I'm sure that both delegations are ready so that we can conclusively attain peace.
The thing is, don't lose heart. Now that peace that none of us ever believed would come as a matter of time.
I need also not to fight again with Uganda government. I'm going to see that everything is perfect. There's going to be peace.
Kony himself would come out of the bush and meet a peace delegation near his hideout in the Garamba forest. We were invited to document this historic moment. Soon, thousands of child soldiers would come home, and Africa's longest war would finally end.